what are you doing with your life? The habits and the motions that you are forming right now, every single day, are forming you as a person. That's who you are. Like, you are what you do, and you are what you will do. Take a step back, see what you're doing right now. What habits are you forming? What are you learning? Who are you hanging out with? What job are you going to every single day? And figure out if that's the person you want to be and if that's the life that you want to live. And so before we get into that, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. If you like this topic, of course, let me know down in the comments below what you guys want to see next, or if you want to see more content like this, make sure to drop a like and let's get back into it. So a lot of people go through the motions, and that's fine. It's a habit where that's what we all do. I do it too, right? But what motions are you falling into, right? What habits are you developing? What hobbies are you doing, if any? How are you spending the majority of your day? How are you interacting with people? How are you treating people that you don't like or do like? Every little thing that you do in your life forms, well, your life. I mean, that makes sense, but it doesn't really make sense unless you look at it like that. And so you have to ask yourself, are the things that you are doing today, tomorrow, the day after, freaking yesterday, right? Are these things in line with the life that you want to live? And if you ask yourself this and the answer is no, well, then I feel like you guys should ask yourself, well, what can I do to make it better? And what can I do to live the life that I want to live? And so the way that you can start improving your life, or at least in the way that you believe is an improvement, is to look at your life and break down what you do, break down your hobbies, your interests, how you interact with people, how you speak to people. And if you're not happy or you don't necessarily want one of these things to be true about you, well, you're the number one person that can make that change. And the only way you can do that is to first recognize it. And I guess by you guys watching this video, you guys are already taking that step. So that's a good thing. And the step 2 is to find something to replace it with. So let's say you don't want to be known as the guy that walks around everywhere in sweatpants. Yeah, sweatpants are comfortable. They look cool. They're athleisure. You know, it's what's hip. But if you don't want to be known as the guy that wears sweatpants everywhere, well, that's one thing that you can change. You know you don't want to live your life a certain way, or you don't want to be perceived in a certain way. You identified it. So next, you have to A, stop wearing sweatpants. But B, before you do that, you have to find something to replace that habit with. You have to have something there to replace it with. Otherwise, you're never going to want to change in the first place. And let's say once you get those new pair of pants, now you feel more compelled to change your life in the direction that you want to. And you don't need to wear sweatpants every day. And by switching up your environment, you're allowing a new habit to be formed, because new habit doesn't get formed unless you put it in a new environment, right? And that goes with anything. That goes with the relationships, that goes with your job. And so when it comes to your life, only you know what you want, only you know what you want to do, right? And even if you don't know, now is a time to maybe experiment with something new, right? You don't know if you like something unless you try it, right? You might find a new hobby that you like. You might find a new career field that you like. You don't know unless you try it out, right? So some people don't know they like working out until they touch the barbell, right? Some people don't know that they like rock climbing until they feel the adrenaline of like hanging off a cliff. I don't like heights. And I believe every one of you is capable at actually looking at your life, assessing what you don't want to be there, and changing it by learning something new, experimenting, trying new things, and finding out what you like, and changing your life towards a direction for the better. And so when it comes to your life, well, it's your life. You got to live it, right? So unless you make that change, nothing's going to happen, and you're going to keep on being the same person that you always were. I know what I'm about to say is overly simplistic, but it's so true. Whatever you're doing every single day is the person you're creating. And honestly, those words resonate with me so much, because it makes you realize that you're in control of your life, and your little habits and motions that you're forming day in, day out are forming the image of who you are, not only to yourself, but to other people. And so guys, I just want to leave you with that thought. If you guys find something in your life that you're not happy with, that you want to change, I believe that you guys have the power to go ahead and change that and become the person you're ultimately meant to be. But it takes some work, it takes some effort and experimentation and application. You have to actually apply yourself. And I believe that you can do it. If you guys found this video informative or you liked it, make sure to like the video down below. It really helps me out, and it shows the YouTube algorithm that you guys are jiving with my content. So without further ado, check out some other videos on my channel if you guys are interested. And with that being said, I'll let you guys go. So thanks so much for watching once again, and I'll catch you guys next time.